Don't forget the doc. Several network participants recently called into Dr. Rick Wright's Old School Sundays radio show. Check this out.
All right, but you're going to show us how to get rich on Valentine's Day, right?
Well, I'm going to try. And today what I wanted to speak to the Power 106.9 family listeners about was equity investing. I know that a lot of people are starting their own business and they're looking for financial resources. And the first thing that people should consider is obviously going to family and friends. That's extremely, extremely important. And the reason why is because debt financing and equity financing is extremely hard to come by. The first step after, I should say the second step after you go to your family and friends is to look for debt financing. That's your traditional bank loan. But Professor Wright, you and I both know that it's extremely hard to get financing these days through traditional means like banks. So the last recourse that someone may have is looking for an angel investor or a venture capitalist. And an angel investor usually is someone who's an affluent individual who provides capital for business startups. And a venture capital fund is several investors that combine their investments into one large fund that invests in many different startup companies. So usually after you go to your family and friends, you may seek an angel investor and they may be willing to invest $250,000 to $1 million. And a venture capitalist is willing to invest $1 million and above. So if you're thinking about getting equity financing, you have to know who you're targeting based on your financial needs. The last thing I'm going to say is it's extremely important that you, one, try to get access to investors, either an auditor, an attorney, an investment banker. Make sure that that individual is a registered broker-dealer. It's also extremely important that you have a good management team in place. An angel investor or a venture capitalist is going to definitely look at your management team. So even if you need to hire an executive recruiter to help you build your team, that's extremely, extremely important. Also, you need to make sure you have a well-developed business model and that there is potential for rapid growth in your organization, because an angel investor or venture capitalist, they're going to be looking at about a 20 to 30% return. And lastly, it's important that you consider what type of company do you have. Does it offer innovative technology to your market so that you can see the type of rapid return that an angel investor or venture capitalist will be looking for? So those are my words of advice to the Power 106.9 family listeners today. And the last thing I'm going to say is that I will be conducting a workshop on February 23rd right here in New York City, which is a Tuesday from 6:30 to 9:30. It's called Listening to the Business, Vision, Strategy, and Social Media Workshop for Entrepreneurs. And the listeners can definitely go to my website, www.inspire2vision, vision.com. It's all one word, to get all the essential information about this workshop on Tuesday, February 23rd.
Well, Danielle, I love that angel investment advice you came up with. That's not bad at all. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, on our incredible Valentine's Day in the year 2010, in these crazy hard economic times, don't you dare forget Miss Danielle, Dr. Rick Wright's on-air financial consultant. This young lady's rich and famous down in New York City. And Danielle, I love you, I love you, I love you on this Valentine's Day, darling.
Well, thank you, and I love you too, and I definitely love the Power 106.9 family listeners as well, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share this information with them.
Well, I love your incredible intellectual and cognitive financial ability, Danielle. And it's a pleasure having you on air with Dr. Rick Wright every Sunday afternoon on Old School Sunday here at Power 106.9. Today's R&B and Old School. Danielle, happy Valentine's Day to you. So you're going to get in that private jet of yours that go down to the Bahamas somewhere and stay warm.
Rise again to all the Syracuse University alums throughout the world. Checking out Dr. Rick Wright, Power 106.9 Old School Sunday. On a big bad Sunday afternoon, Dr. Rick Wright live and well in Syracuse here at Power 106.9 Radio. Do it.
The network reminds you that you too may call into Dr. Rick Wright on Sundays between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check in with the doc at area code 315-428-1069. Don't forget the doc.